Welcome to Be a Maker Activities and Crafts with author Katey Howes. Today we're going to make a vehicle and take a ride.
Hi again, I'm Katey Howes, author of Be a Maker, and today's Maker Challenge is inspired by this page in the book. It says, make your way to play outside, make a spaceship, take a ride. And you can see that the character is using items she found around her house, like an umbrella, her skateboard, cardboard, scissors, paint, and tape to make herself a spaceship. Have you ever made yourself a vehicle out of things around the house, maybe from a cardboard box or a laundry basket? Well, that's going to be our Maker Challenge today. And as usual, it's a 3-part challenge. We're going to start by just taking a piece of paper and folding it in half. Okay, so you've got your folded in half piece of paper. We're going to fold that in half again so that we've made it into quarters. Doesn't have to be perfect. This is not origami. And then we're going to take it the long way and fold it in half that way too. When you open it up, your piece of paper will have 8 boxes on it. This is our brainstorming form here. The first thing you need to do is brainstorm 8 different types of vehicles or transportation. 8 different things you might like to ride in. So I've made an example here. The ones I've written on my sheet are train, fire truck, sleigh, sailboat, airplane, hot air balloon, snowmobile, and spaceship. When you make your list, you can list any vehicles or any way of getting around that you can think of. Bicycle, wheelchair, UFO. Try to think about ones that go on different areas, some on ground, some on water, some in the air. Maybe a submarine that goes underwater or something that goes underground. Use your imagination. Once you've got 8 of these, you're going to pick the one that you want to build. That's the first step in your Maker Challenge today. 8 different vehicles, pick the one you'd like to build. Next, we're going to flip our paper over and you're going to list 8 features you want your vehicle to have. So if you're going someplace and maybe you have a plan for where you're heading, think about the things you're going to need. I chose a sailboat and I decided it definitely needs a sail. That's kind of obvious. I wanted to have a rudder because that helps me steer. I wanted to have a wheel because I like the idea of being the captain of the ship and steering the great big wheel. I wanted to have a cup holder because I need to have my coffee with me if I'm going for a sail. A fishing pole, because what's a ship without a fishing pole? I actually don't really like to catch fish that much, but I like to pretend I'm catching fish. A comfy seat, a radio, and a laser beam. So those are the 8 things I want on my ship. So that's your second challenge. List the 8 things you want in your vehicle. And then head out around the house and figure out how you're going to make it. This is the third and biggest part of your challenge. Now, you can do it big, something that's going to fit you in it, or you could make a model. You could decide to use one of your Lego minifigures or a Barbie doll or another toy around the house and make them the vehicle with all the features you want. Or you can make it for yourself, something you're going to fit in. I'm going to put this on pause for just a second and grab some materials around the house that are going to help me make a sailboat with all of these features. I'll be right back. Okay, so I gathered some materials from around the house that I think will help me make a sailboat. The first thing I've got is this laundry basket, which I figured I could sit in. So that's going to be the base for my boat. A laundry basket works great as a base for a vehicle. So does a cooler, a cardboard box, just about anything that you can find. Then I filled it up with materials that I think will help me build. The first thing on my list was a sail. I think that's pretty important. So a sail needs a mast, right? I taped a hanger to a piece of tubing, and I'm going to use that for my mast. I'm going to stick it in the back of my sailboat and kind of weave it through the laundry basket so that it stays in place. There. Now I've got a nice mast for my sailboat. I'm turning it around, and I'm just going to use a t-shirt as my sail because that's easy to hang from here. Now you could be a lot more creative than that with what you make, but I thought this was a good start. All right, there's my sail. It's a phoenix. And I think I'll call my ship the Phoenix. All right, next thing on my list was fishing pole. I just took some brown paper and rolled it up into a tube with some tape, and I shoved some yarn down the middle so that I've got a fishing pole. All right, and I'm sticking that on the front of my ship. Fishing pole achieved. Oh, it keeps tipping over. That's why I have tape. I would not want my fishing pole tipping over, so I'm going to tape it down to the bottom. Stay. Perfect. Next on my list, a rudder. Ooh, I found this little toy dustpan in our playhouse, so I'm going to use that for my rudder. I'm going to attach that in the back of the ship so that I can steer if I need to. And again, handy dandy roll of tape is what I'm going to use to attach it. And now it's ready to steer me wherever I want to go. Fantastic. Next on my list, wheel. I really wanted one of those big pirate wheels, but I think a tambourine's going to have to do. Bonus, it makes great noises. So I'm going to stick a paper tube through one of these holes in my laundry basket and hang my wheel from it. So I've got a wheel for steering. Next on my list, cup holder and radio. I looked around for a couple of things and I found this weird little unicorn cup holder that I think would be perfect to ride on the Phoenix. So I'm going to make a little shelf for it. I've got the lid of a box here that's already bent, and it closes this way on top of the box. I'm going to fold it the other way, which gives it some extra stability. I'm going to tape it to the side of the laundry basket. Let me get my tape out again. And I'm going to tape this shelf to the side of my basket, my boat. And I'm going to add my cup holder there and my radio. I believe this is a My Little Pony train controller, but it makes a great radio for my... Oh no, too heavy! It knocked it over. All right. We're going to have to fix that a little bit. I don't want to knock over my cup holder. That's really important to me. So instead of setting the radio on the shelf, I'll tape it to the side of the shelf. Right there. My boat is getting really full, but I'm loving it, and I have a place for my coffee in the ship now. Next on my list, laser beam. I think this will do nicely. Where should I put it? Up on top? Like by the sail? I think that's a good spot for it. All right, stay put. I'm going to tape you in place. That way, any pirates try to come near me, I can zap them with my amazing laser. And the last thing on my list is a comfy seat. I don't think there's even room for me in there anymore. Let's see. Way over there. Oh, I've got a towel. You could use a pillow or a cushion. Let me put that towel in there to make it nice and comfy. All right, my sailboat is ready. The Phoenix is ready to set sail. Do you want to see me try and get in it? Because I don't think it's going to be a very, I don't know, pretty thing. But here we go. We're going to give it a try. Ooh. All right. This is quite nice. I can fish. I can steer. I can drink my coffee. I might need a bigger boat next time. So I'm going to climb back out of this. Ooh, give you all a good laugh. And challenge you to make something equally amazing or better around your house. What is it you're going to make today? Challenge 1, list 4 different vehicles. Challenge 2, I'm sorry, not 4, 8 different vehicles. Challenge 2, 8 features your vehicle's going to have. And challenge 3, build either a full-size or a model vehicle. Those are your maker challenges today. I'll be back again in another day with another challenge just for you.
You'll find activities, coloring pages, and lesson plans at kateyhowes.com. Be a Maker's available wherever books are sold.